In an effort to make these two LEDs dimmer, I'm going to replace these two resistors, which are 46 k ohms, it's yellow, purple, orange, with something bigger. I'm going to start with one at 100k, see how I like that, and if I like it I'll replace the other one with 100k, if not I might go to 200k. And you're definitely going to want to look at part 1 of this video where I tore this guy down and walked through the schematic a little bit. So the specific resistors I'm replacing are resistor 1 and resistor 2. Of course you can't read that until after you take them off the circuit board. Alright, I placed that with a 100 k ohm resistor. So that's about twice the resistance overall. And I'm going to leave these leads long until I test it, because I could unsolder them and still use that resistor later if I want to. Now obviously you should never power on a piece of electronics like this without the protective enclosure, especially with these wires just hanging out near those outlets and stuff. But I just want to do this for testing purposes. And those LEDs look quite bright still, so I'm going to go up to a bigger resistance. Alright, so one of them is off because I don't have a resistor in it. The other one is being limited by a 1 mega ohm resistor. So that's 990k essentially. So that's actually getting somewhat dim. It's still quite visible here in my garage, but I think that's a reasonable value to use. Okay, one of these LEDs is limited by a 0.9 mega ohm, and the other one is limited by a 1 mega ohm resistor. So the brightness level is slightly different if you look very closely, but they're both quite dim compared to earlier. I took a couple of little short power cords to get these two guys right next to each other. We have on the right hand side over here my modified one with 0.9 and 1 mega ohm resistors on the LEDs. This side over here is stock. And you can see that that's the brightness there. This here, you can see them on and off. So when I turn them off, they go off. Turn them on, they go on. So they're still visible, but they're not quite as blinding as the stock LEDs.